We are going
Yes.
to
Yes.
talk more
Yes.
now about your health, right? You were talking about how you get sick, right? And you had all those different, immune disease, right? And part of all that, you decided to kind of take care of yourself, take care of your body, and all that. And with me, we decided to have some kind of a weight loss challenge
Yes.
or start a weight loss journey, right?
Yes.
So we're going to switch a little bit gears and talk about your weight loss journey. Can you please just summarize um, what, how did it go? How did it start? And
All right. So, about the weight loss journey. So, ah, kind of went through a little moment of eating a bit over the top. Maybe not even more so eating so much, but what I was eating and the time that I was eating. Um, so what happened was is that I always loved to work out, fitness, run, do all those things. I kind of went through a period where my body wasn't feeling that great. I went through actually kind of a season of, I want to say they call it like relapsing.
Mhm.
Um, and so I had to get on steroid, a little bout of steroids for a little while.
Yeah, and that makes you gain weight,
I think
right?
it was maybe like a 2 week pack or something like this of steroids. Yeah, I think it was like a 2 week pack. And just after the steroids and stuff, I just think that I just kind of, my body just slowed down, was having a
Right.
lot of pain and stuff. And when I was stuck in the bed, I wasn't choosing the most healthy things. I was eating like Reese's pieces like crazy,
Yeah.
ridiculous. Um, and crackers and cheese.
Oh, I know you and the crackers and cheese. I feel you with that. Love
I
crackers and
was
cheese.
just eating those things because, I'm gluten free. So it's not like I can eat like a lot of cakes and
That's
certain
true.
things, not a lot of stuff that I can eat. But what I could eat, I was choosing those things that were just so bad, the sugar and just all of that. So I
Yeah.
actually ended up gaining about 30 pounds.
In a, do you remember the amount of time?
Um, well, initially in 20, let me see, in 2021, um, that's when we did y'all's garden, right? 2021? Okay. So 2021, I went through a phase where I was trying to build muscle, right? Yeah, 2021, yeah. So 2021, went through a phase where I was trying to build muscle. So I was pretty thin at that time. So at that time, I was trying to build muscle. So I actually on purpose was eating more. And
Mm,
so I had gained a nice amount of weight. I went from being in the mid to lower 130s,
mm,
and I was trying to get to the mid 140s. This is where I
mm.
was trying to be, but muscle. I wanted to
And also,
gain
right.
good muscle mass.
Look fit and
Yes, I wanted to be here. I wanted to be
so
stronger.
okay.
Yeah, it's more toned. Exactly, exactly. I want to be more toned, and I knew that that would come with me putting on some pounds. So I wanted the pounds to be good. So I intentionally went through a phase of gain so that
Okay.
could then take that and turn it into muscle. But what happened was I went through that phase, did the
Yeah.
gain, and then went through that down period.
Got
So
it.
I want to say between 2021
Mm-hmm.
October-ish, maybe
Yeah.
November 2021 until about, so I would say about a year. I would say maybe like a year that
Okay.
it was that I gained the 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Um, because I was off and on doing some active things like running here and
Right.
there, but I just was not consistently working out. And
Right.
again, my food choices were horrible and I just wasn't active the way that I was
Move.
before.
Yeah.
So it
Okay.
wasn't matching. My food wasn't matching my lifestyle at all. Like
Right. Right.
it wasn't adding up. So I would say about a year it took me to gain that 30 pounds.
Okay.
Um, and so, yeah. So I want to say 20, what was that? 2022.
Mhm.
So last Sukkot.
Yeah.
Yeah, last Sukkot. Woo, I don't know, man. Well, I do know. It just took off at that point.
Yeah.
I think I kind of went through a little bit of a depression too because
Mhm.
seasonal, sometimes I would have like they call it like the winter blues or whatever.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's spiritual too, things change in that
Absolutely.
season. It's colder, it's rainy, it's all that stuff, right? And if you're
Hmm.
not doing something indoors, you just don't do a lot. And so,
Right.
I did typically put on winter
Like a little bit of
weight.
weight. Right.
That was something that I've done. Like, yeah, I
Sure.
always went up maybe about 5 or 10 pounds winter weight normally. But this time I put on, like I said, I had already gained to
Yes.
to being in the mid 40s, right?
Yeah.
And then I gained another like 20 pounds,
Hmm.
like on top of that, or something around there.
Hmm.
And so this was, yeah, it was a way too much. So about 2022 Sukkot is when I went back, and I didn't even know I was that. I really didn't even know I was that size until we went back and we looked at pictures. And I was just like, oh my gosh. It
Yeah.
was, I didn't recognize myself, honestly,
Right.
because I hadn't seen myself looking that puffy and
Yeah.
big since like 2015 or something like this, like
Yeah.
2016 or something,
Years
when I
back.
was on steroids constantly,
Yeah.
and being so puffed up from taking steroids all the time. And
Hmm.
I really felt like that's what I was looking like, but it wasn't steroids.
Right.
I mean, it was that one little bout of steroids, and then it just set a motion of just
Right.
terrible eating
Yeah.
and no activity.
Yeah.
So I had already made it. I made a decision in my head. I need to
Right.
lose weight. Period. I was like, I need to get active. So my dear sister friend said that
Okay,
she was
about me
going to
now.
be doing something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lydia here said that she was going to be going on a health change, a healthy lifestyle, a diet. Like, I hate saying diet, so I'm just gonna say a change of lifestyle, like
Because
just to,
it was a change of lifestyle. So yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
it's not a fat diet, but just like something that we could do to lose weight quickly and get it
Yeah.
off and be done with it.
Yeah.
And so I told her I want to do it. Like, yes, I'll do it with you because I need to lose weight. Like I already said that I needed to lose about 15 pounds. That was the
Right. The mindset. Hmm.
mindset that I had. I was like,
Hmm.
just need to lose about 15. And I said, because then at that point I could just build muscle, right? I could just
Right.
build from there. But whew, that diet, y'all. Uh, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now.
Hmm.
Me, I'm the type of person that I never been the type of person that drinks my
Calories.
my food. Like I was never a protein shake person or a soup person or a broth person. Like I just never Jello. Oh, none of those things. Like it's never been. To me, I always think of that like, oh, that's hospital food. I don't want to know hospital food, right?
There's a reason why they give it to the hospital.
There's a reason why they give you that food in the house.
Ah, yeah.
That was the first challenge, honestly. It was, changing my mindset that it was something that I could do and not just doing the old things that I used to do, because the old
Right.
me would have just started working out. And naturally, that's really what I wanted to do. I just wanted to take off running. I just wanted to be
That's
like, I'm
that's
just
what
gonna,
that's what 99% of people will have done.
yeah, like I was like, I'm just gonna take off running because that's what I do and that's what my body's gonna respond to. But Lydia told me, no, you need to do this first. Like, let's do this first. Let's change this first. Let's change the mindset. Let's change those things first. It was really good for me too, because I needed to change my diet for my arthritis.
Yeah.
It was so important for me to cut the sugar and the carbs. That was one of the things that is a huge flare for arthritis. Sugar is horrible for arthritis. It's awful. It literally, I'm talking within a matter of days, there is a change if you have arthritis. If you're eating sugar all the time and stuff like this, if you just cut that sugar for a couple days, you already start feeling better. The inflammation
Yes.
already starts coming down.
Yes.
So that was encouraging. But the challenge was to do that diet, do the liquid, do those small calories, and not work out with it. Not run, not do strenuous things, just walk.
Right.
And that was discipline. That for me took discipline, but the accountability of having a partner doing it with me, that was huge, 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 very
Yeah.
huge. So as we went on, we continued the accountability with one another every week. I think that first week I lost some good, or the
Hmm.
first week I think it was, I
The
lost
first week
like,
you lost like 6 pounds.
yeah,
The
yeah,
first
that
week.
first week I lost like 6 pounds and I was like, woohoo, that was encouraging. So that made me want to keep going.
Yes,
Um,
and just to add on, Aliyah, the first day, she sent me a message telling me, I don't feel good and everything. And I was like, oh, girl, no, I'm already struggling like on my first day. I need us to be in this together. So I was like, no, I was encouraging her. I was like, it's hard at the
yes,
beginning, but we're gonna pass. You're
yes,
gonna feel better. You'll be all
yep,
right because there's something that's happening right in the brain and
yes,
in the physical already when you think, oh, I'm not gonna eat that much food.
yes,
You will be fine. It's like we
yes,
just like so conditioned to have all that food. And
that's
so
right.
it's like scary suddenly when you can only drink your calories, right?
That's it.
So I just wanted
Yeah.
to add that
No,
because
that's
from the
actually,
first day it was
yo,
like automatically like a fight. You went on fight mode with yourself, within yourself, you know.
yes, it was already at war. And I even remember telling you, like, I can't do the broth. I remember saying, like, I can't do the broth. And then you said, no, yes, you can. Well, I'm telling you that if you don't do the broth, you're not going to get the results that you want. And I was just
All
like,
about what you
okay,
want.
yeah, you're not going to do it. It's not going to get to where you want it to be the way that you want to get it to quickly. If we wanted to do it quickly, then, and that was the thing, to do this quickly and
Yes.
get it off, seeing results fast, to stay encouraged to get it off. And so, because my sister encouraged me so much on that and stayed with me with it. And that was another thing too. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, okay, do what you want to do. It was like, no, we committed to this. We're gonna stick to it. You can do it. You can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. And so
Absolutely.
after that first week, of doing it, I was like, okay, I can do this. The first couple of days were just really, really hard because I was getting
They're
headaches.
hard.
I was waking up like at 2 o'clock, being like, oh, I'm starving, or something's my body's gonna deteriorate.
We are such our own enemy. It's crazy.
I was dreaming of food.
Oh
Um,
yeah. That's just
just
yeah. Yeah.
the attack was real. And so I remember you were telling me, just have like a pickle or olive or just something if you just need a
Yeah,
little something. But that Jello, I remember I told her, I said, I don't like Jello. I
you
don't, I don't
did.
like, I don't like a lot of stuff. I'm just telling y'all right now. Just
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
everybody knows I don't like a lot of things. Okay. I don't have a variety of foods that I like. So this was one that I really did not like was Jello. And so I was like, oh, I don't know. And it's sugar free or whatever this is, vegan Jello. What? No. And so, but when you're hungry and
Ah.
you're
Mhm.
thirsty,
You appreciate
oh
that, Jen,
man, you
right?
appreciate that. You appreciate the chew of it. You appreciate just getting
Oh my
something
goodness.
that's solid.
Yeah.
And so that helps so much. The jello helped. The tea, having tea. The tea was really like a saving grace for me too.
You can
Um,
drink as much tea as you want.
yes,
Um,
yes, the tea, the
you just
fluid,
need
like,
to don't put any sugar, just only
yeah,
sweeteners.
yeah,
So yeah, the tea helps a lot. Those broths, they help a lot. You just season them like you want. You just be careful with the
exactly.
salt, but you put all the seasoning that you like. And that jello, we also had a popsicle that was
Yeah,
like helping, and those little pickles and olives. It's very, very low, but it did
yes,
work.
yes,
It did
yes.
work.
So helpful,
So the
so
first
helpful.
2 weeks, that's what we did, right? Just to
Mm-hmm.
explain to those that watching the
Yes,
video. The first 2 weeks was a liquid diet.
yes,
Um, so it was originally a 6 weeks plan that I put
that's right.
together for myself originally. And then in the middle of it, because we had to push through, we hit a plateau. We redid those 2 first weeks of reset. We
Yes, we
did them
did.
again, and then we finished. So we actually did 8 weeks in total.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So the first 2 weeks were liquid mainly, just a little bit of eating.
Yeah,
The other two, and walking, we could walk.
that's right.
The other 2 weeks were we were adding some food, but very specific food.
That's
You
right.
don't just add whatever. Very low in carb, still no
Mm-hmm.
sugar,
Yep,
and we started working out a little bit more.
that's right.
Ramping up the working out. Then, so that was 4 weeks in total. Then we did a reset week
It
where
was
we
my
did a liquid
birthday.
diet.
It
Yeah,
was my
because
birthday.
the week of your birthday, we went crazy. Okay, let's be honest. Like, we ate. And so there was some more, there was some plateau.
Yeah.
So we did 2 weeks reset, which help you to like
Yes.
hit the plateau, right? And then the last 2 weeks was adding a little bit more food and then
Yeah.
ramping up our workout as well. Then
Yeah.
from there, we continued. We didn't have a specific diet, but we continued, and especially we had now tools. Like if
Yes.
we hit a plateau or if we gain a little bit, all we have to do was to do a week of or two of liquid and
Yep.
reset our body. Another
Exactly.
thing that we added, I want to be, I don't want to forget it. It's intermittent fasting,
Oh, yes.
right? So at the beginning, we did intermittent fasting for 12 hours, sorry. So it was 12 hours of eating, 12 hours of not eating.
Yes.
Then we pushed to 14 hours of not
Right.
eating, of
That's
fasting.
right.
And then we pushed to 16 hours
That's
of
it.
fasting, right? And
Yep.
8 hours of eating. And that was the best thing, like having the low carb and no sugar diet,
Mm-hmm.
working out, and then intermittent fasting. That was the combo. That was
Yes.
just like a success. And
Yes.
how much did you lose in total?
Well, in the 8 weeks, I lost 20 pounds.
Oh,
Total
perfect.
20 pounds. Yes, 20 pounds in the 8 weeks. And then I continued, after we continued the 8 weeks, I actually dropped down past, went over 30 pounds. I want to say it was like 32 pounds or something like that. I think I dropped down to 138. And so I actually, Originally, when I put the scale, I think I was at 169, but actually, really, I was like at 170 because I went and I looked at what I had weighed previously or whatever because I was weighing myself after working out and sweating and doing all
Right.
that. And I went and I looked at where I was. I was at 170. And being that I'm 5'4", this was
Mm-hmm.
definitely too much weight on my joints. And
Mm-hmm.
so I knew that I had to get the 20. I had to do the 20. Even though originally I had said 15 pounds, I was like, no,
Mm-hmm.
I got to do the 20. And then once I did the 20, then it became like a fluid to just kind of like chop it down and stuff. And then when
Yes.
I dropped down to the 138, then I went
Mm-hmm.
ahead and picked back up gaining muscle.
Yes.
And now I'm
And
at
that's
a
what you
place where
want.
that's what I wanted. And I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at that sweet spot right
Mm-hmm.
now to where I can eat what I want to eat. But I do the fasting still doing the
Yes.
intermittent fasting. So I'm still following that plan. Oh, that's what I did. Never mind. Let me go back. I did um how long was my diet that you gave me? 2 weeks. Remember, I bought a diet plan from you.
Yes. Yes, you did. I think it was more than 2 weeks that I gave you. I think I gave you 6.
Oh man, I can't remember. How
Yeah, I
many
think I
weeks?
gave you.
Was it 6 weeks?
I think it was
Yes,
6.
it was 6 weeks because when we finished everything, I want to say it was like a 12 weeks, 12, 13, 14, something like that around the weeks
Right.
that I had been staying with it. Because when I got to that point and I was introducing, remember I told you, I said, I want to drop down because I originally had went to like 141, I think was the weight. And I
Yes.
still
Yes.
wanted to lose a few, just little bit to just
Yes.
push me under 140 just to see how I liked it.
Yeah.
And so I used the diet plan. You created me a diet plan. And that was
With the
actually
carb cycle.
very, yes,
Yeah.
carb cycling. And that
Yeah.
was very feasible. And I still use that mindset today. That
Yes, it's important.
is what I do. I have one day for the most part that I can kind of eat whatever I want to eat. If I know that I have like a day where I'm running like 10 miles or I'm running 8 miles, I'm heavy on the carbs. I'm heavy on the carbs to like replenish because I noticed that I wasn't
Absolutely.
having energy. I tried to
You
continue
want
to
that
not have as
fuel.
much and I didn't have the fuel. And so I was kind of like hitting places that I didn't want to go, and that this is
Right.
not, yeah, this is
Yeah.
not healthy. Um, so then I started putting those carbs back in, and that really helped, and it actually allowed me to be
That
able
helps.
to run that half marathon that I did. Yeah,
Mm.
13 miles. I never had achieved that in my life. And I was able to do that following this diet plan that you gave me, and just
Okay.
following the healthy lifestyle mindset. And so now I'm just at that, like I said, I'm just at that spot where it's nice, it's
That sweet
comfortable.
spot.
It's the
Yeah.
sweet spot. It's just comfortable. I'm happy in my clothes. I feel good.
Yes.
My stuff is good. Went to the doctor today and the doctor checked me. She was impressed. She was so impressed
Oh, praises.
with the fact that my weight came down. She was impressed with my activity. She was impressed with my joint fluid, how fluidly I can move my joints, all of those things. So it's really a blessing. I mean, truly, this has been
Awesome.
a
That's good.
life changing. Yeah, yeah. All praise to the
That
Most
just
High.
yes, hallelujah.
Yeah,
We owe him everything. May he be the glory because he's the one that gives us those things. He's the one that gives us the
yes,
wisdom, and I'm so happy we did it together.
for real.
Um, I'm so happy that you were such a good student and that you have all the results that you wanted. Because at
Yes,
the end of the day, I can give you all the tools, but you have to want it, you have to do it, right? So,
exactly.
and right now I'm helping another sister out. So, I'm waiting for some results because she just started a couple weeks ago. So
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, and I have another friend that I just sent a diet to. She's gonna start on the 17th of July, and she lives in France. She's one of my very good friends, living in
Okay.
France, Melissa. So she's gonna start too, and I gave her a good diet, so she's excited about that too. And her too. She was like, "Liquid, what are you talking about?" So I told her, "Yeah, relax, you're gonna be fine."
Yes.
So we have just those things because we're so used to eat, right?
Oh yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you if you can tell me what was the most challenging thing that you went through, one.
I think the most challenging thing was when I hit that plateau. Um, because I was discouraged because I felt like I was working so hard. I had done so much hard work and it didn't seem like the scale was moving the way that I wanted it to move. Um, and so that was a rough, like that was a rough moment. That was a difficult moment. Um, and it was like a kind of like a mindset change, like a being like, okay, this is only temporary. Like your body has just gotten used to what it is that you're doing. You got to switch it up.
Yes.
And I think the switch up that helped so much, just switching up with the things that I was doing. And it really, even at that point, wasn't the food. It was more so kind of switching like what it was that I was doing. And
Right.
I want to say that it was really like the last 8 to 5 pounds. I want to say
It's
that that's
always the
really
hardest.
like
Yeah.
to like
Those
get
last few pounds, yeah,
yeah
are
those
the
last
hardest. Yes.
few pounds just to get over that hill. And that was that was the major, that was the most difficult part because that was when I kind of wanted to be like, can I go to Sonobello and they suck it out?
Ah, can I have that removed? Can I lose 15 pounds with the scalpel?
Oh my gosh, those things, it's so
We're not.
tempting to
We're
just
not
be like,
doing that.
oh, can I go freeze my fat,
Of course, of course, of course. But
uh
yeah, but you just have to have the mindset to push through, you know. We
yeah,
just need to push through when you really want something. I mean, it is what it is.
for real.
It's all a matter of how bad do you want it, right?
That's right.
So
Exactly. How bad you want it. And also, like, again, having a sister and a friend who you're in constant contact with, an accountability partner. That was huge because if it was just me, I wouldn't have done it on my own. I would have probably gotten to a point and then kind of just
yeah,
like
absolutely.
been
I
like,
know.
I'll just work out. Like I wouldn't have stuck to the mindset of being very conscious about what I put in my body, and now I'm
Absolutely.
very conscious about what I put in my body. And if I know that I'm going to put something in my body that may not be the greatest thing for me, then I know that I have to do some extra work. Like I know
Yeah.
that extra work has to come in that week. I know that I can't do it every day, that it has to be, I have to, there has to be a balance. It taught me a lot of
Exactly.
balance.
You cannot
Yeah,
always have, you have to have good days of eating, and you can have one day that you please yourself, and then you go back to paying
exactly.
attention. That's all. And it doesn't, after a while, it becomes, like we said from the beginning, a lifestyle, and it's just natural. Like, there's
Yes,
some stuff that you don't even desire to eat anymore, like, because the way you feel, it's more important. The way you look and all the hard work that you put into it, it's more
right.
important than just messing it up with
Yeah,
sugar
no,
or whatever. So
for real.
you have to put your priorities in line. That's really it, right? um
Yeah.
and another thing that I want to say is that we were sharing our weight with each other every
Yes.
week. So that was also important. There was no secret. We were totally transparent. And we say, you don't share those pictures with my weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
And
Whew.
that's the level of trust. And so that was really good. So
Yeah.
now, what is the one thing that was the most rewarding to you?
I think the most rewarding thing was seeing the ability of my body to start healing itself. Um, just having the ability to be able to run the way that I love to run. This is something that I love to do, and to be able to go past what I had ever done. Um, my maximum run before doing this lifestyle change was 9 miles. And that was back in 2021, maybe 2020, 2021-ish or whatever. I want to say 2020 actually. Um, and I was working out a lot. I was running a lot. I was doing a lot of heavy lifting. I was doing a lot of physical things.
Mm,
I was doing, I think the maximum was 9, or maybe it was 8, something close to 9. And so to be able to reach 13 miles, man,
yes.
I just couldn't even fathom being able to reach that. But doing that diet and being healthy, that really allowed my joints to be able to withstand
Mm,
uh, that amount of, I guess, pressure. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? If
Oh
I
yeah,
wasn't
losing
eating
the
healthy,
weight
and
is
yeah,
helps. It
yeah, no
helps
way.
with
There's
running.
no way that I would have been able to accomplish that 30 pounds heavy.
Right.
There's just no, there's just no way. It would have been too much on my joints. It would have been too
Right.
heavy on my joints. And that's the most rewarding thing. I think being able to reach to see my body feel better. Like
Right.
to not go through just constant like aches and stuff like that. Just having
Right.
less and less
Hmm.
down days, less and less down days, you
And
know?
I witnessed, I did, I really did witness like times that she couldn't like do anything. She was so much in pain. And you were still pushing with eating right,
Oh,
and you were still going through those things because we know the winter is the hardest for you.
yes.
Um, and since then, I've been seeing you like just every day, every day, every day going, and it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see your progress. It's beautiful to see your energy. It's
Yeah.
beautiful to see that you're not in pain like you used to. And that's for me that don't go through this. It's very encouraging, and definitely if AaliYah can do it,
Oh,
anybody can do it. Like you have to have the mindset. You have to switch your mind. Like we talked
yeah,
about it several times. It's a mind switching. And
that's right.
once you pass that,
Mhm.
and being healthy becomes more important than anything else. And when I say that, to be aligned with the scriptures, to take care of your temple, when it becomes more important, then you
Yes,
will be successful. But you have
that's
to
right.
have that mindset, that mind switch. So, what would
That's right.
be one advice that you give to any sisters that would like to start their journey? What would be the most important advice that you want to give?
I would say that don't procrastinate.
Definitely.
Don't put yourself and say, I'm gonna start 3 weeks. I'm gonna start in no, start
Just
now.
start. Just
Start
start.
with the small things. Like
Yes.
yeah, just start. Just start. Like don't try to like say, oh, I'm gonna start after this or I'm gonna start after that, because you never know what your body's gonna feel like at that time. If the
Yeah.
time is now, if the Most High is hearkening unto you to do a thing and to change your diet and change the way that you're living, do it now while you can, because you
Yes.
don't know if in 3 weeks that you're going to be able to do that. What if your health slips so far down by that time that you're not able to do it the way? So if you're able bodied and you're able to do it, just start somewhere and start with
Yes.
your food. That's my number one. Don't procrastinate and start with your food. Change.
Absolutely. There's no need to go buy a gym membership. We did it with our gym. Now we, you
No,
know,
It's not necessary.
When you go far and you want to now build muscles and everything, once you
Yes,
hit your goal weight, then you can get a
absolutely.
gym membership if you feel like it. But you don't
Absolutely.
even need a gym membership. We did all of it without a gym membership.
That's right.
Like it was just workout videos, going
Hmm.
outside,
That's
walk,
right.
and that's what we did. So it's possible. And me, I have a toddler, so
Yep.
and
So,
I was
I
working
mean,
full time. So there's really no
yeah.
excuses, right? And I will post the video about how I lose 30 pounds in 12 weeks. Um, so I can share that with everybody. And it's pretty much what we did together. And
Mhm.
that's the same thing. So any final words before we finish?
Um, well, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, sister friend, for allowing me to be able to come on your platform. And that just, final words is just, trust in the Most High and believe what the
Yeah,
scripture says. Believe. One of the things that has been completely and consistently on my heart and on my mind, and what keeps me going is saying I can do all things through Mashiach who strengthens me. And
absolutely.
if I believe that, then I need to do it. You have to activate your faith. You know what I'm saying? Faith without
Yeah,
works is dead. And
absolutely.
so you have to do that. So if I would say anything, it would be like faith without works is dead. Activate that faith. And as you decrease, let the Most High
What I
increase.
increase.
As your
Hallelujah.
body goes down, the Most High will increase. And stay humble. Stay humble. You don't want the Most High to
Yes,
to
yes,
have to humble
yes,
you.
yes.
Stay
Because you're
humble.
gonna give that way back.
Yeah. Stay
Stay
humble.
humble. Don't do
Um,
it for vanity. Do it because
yeah,
we need to take care of your temple. Like find the reason,
that's right. That's right.
before
Stay
that. And
humble
pray.
and
Stay prayed
and
up.
just know that the enemy will attack the mind first.
Oh yes,
And
absolutely.
keep that mind. You're gonna
Just
have days you're gonna
expect it.
cry. You're
Expect
gonna
it.
cry. Crying is real. Crying and fasting go hand in hand.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Like, it's something about not eating that
yeah,
opens you to a spiritual place that we don't normally go. And so just allow yourself, be gentle with yourself, be patient with
yes,
yourself, you know,
yes.
do those
And
things.
push
Just be
through.
good. Be
Push
good to
through.
push through. Be good to yourself.
Yes,
Yeah, be good
absolutely.
to yourself. So
Yes.
that's what I would say.
Yay! So I'm so glad to have you. I'm so glad that you shared your experience with me and with everybody that will watch the video. And I will post as well in the descriptions the link of your album, Healing Through the Storm. Again, you just go to Google and you tap Aliyah Taavi, Healing Through the Storms, and you can access her beautiful music. And also, I want to say before we leave that Aliyah started a sisters running group in San
Yes.
Antonio. And we're meeting on Rishon Sundays in the morning. Go to our Facebook page and
Yes.
everything. She posted on it. And if you have any question, you can still contact me, kodeshbeauty@gmail.com.
Yes.
And if you have any questions about the running group or something, you can hit me up as well. I can tell you what to do.
Yes.
Again, thank you very much. That was a pleasure.
All
And
praises.
hopefully, we'll have another interview soon. And I will have other
Yes.
sisters too. And that's it. I'm so
Yeah.
glad we had this interview. So excited.
All
And I
praises.
will talk to you soon.
All right.
Shalom.
Shalom.